Yo, back in the house, man.
Y'all know we be
You
having
dig?
we be having technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties. You know what I'm
We be
saying?
having problems, y'all. Y'all know what I'm saying.
Hey, man.
So y'all just gotta excuse the problems we have, but we'll be
Look,
back.
you gonna have them technical difficulties, man.
That boy Shogun gonna be back with us,
You
y'all.
dig?
Y'all see.
You dig? You gonna have those flashes and miscasts, but just make sure you got your blunt. You puff and pass. You dig?
What you say?
That's it. Hey, we getting down to it. Let's get back to the homie, cause we gotta get back to this. Yeah. Hey man, Shogun in the house.
Yeah.
What's up?
We coming back. Don't get it twisted. We'll be back.
Salute the whole Hubbard family.
I'm back.
There we go.
We back.
There we go. It's okay. We have those problems sometimes.
Yeah, I understand.
Hey, bro. We ain't gonna let that man there work. We ain't gonna give him no honor on that. Let's go on and rewind back on that. Now, hey man, hey, you get jammed up. You dig? It's a peanut butter and jelly situation. Hey man, how you walk up out this hole?
Well, let me. I skipped a little bit. Let me tell you, somebody that taught me a lot when I was in the service, being a country boy out here. I was in the service with the young man. They called him Big Hudson.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? And he is from L.A.
Uh-oh.
And he was around the 60s.
Right. Of course.
He put me up on a lot of things in transition in life out here. Because like I said, this was a whole new world to me, you know. And like I said, before I end up getting caught up, he gave me a life of teaching, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I can remember he used to take me to Slauson and Crenshaw, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And, you know, that's how I used to hang out the Slauson Mall, you know what I'm saying? I used to have a curl, and I used to go to this corner store, there's a corner market, it's called Mario's, you know what I'm saying? And they put the curls in and stuff like that, you know? Because, you know, like I said, he was teaching me a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I got to give a shout out to that young man, because like I said, I probably would have never survived if I wasn't put up on life out here. Because like I said, being a country boy, you've never experienced nothing like what you experience when you come out here. So like I said, that's what helped my transition in here. But I end up getting caught up. And like I said, I went to prison for the first time. You know, it was you know, it really scared me.
Right. Being honest, bro. Being honest, right.
I'm like I said, I turned 21 in there.
Right.
And,
wow.
You know, it's like I'm a kid still. I'm a kid.
Right.
And I'm around these people. Like I said, I was locked up with Charles Manson. You know what I'm saying? The Onion Field Killers. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and it was like crazy to me. And I mean, like, I mean, it was a scary time in my life.
Right.
You know? And
well, let me ask you this, because I mean, I don't want to stand there and just dance and praise on that. You do that. As we all make mistakes, we pay our dues. You transition to make you move on out.
I got out.
Usually, now see, this is the crucial part. Because when I say this, the crucial part, especially for cats out in LA and places like that, say, bro, once that move is made, a lot of people feel that they are marked. So their motivation, their inspiration disappears. Tell me, what was your transition like? Because I noticed you didn't do the same as others. Well, you actually took what you had and took off with it. Tell me, what was your mind state and how you set yourself together?
Well, what I did is when I got out, I went back to Ohio, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, you know, I said, no, I can't go. I can't stay here. It's not, I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to make it here. So I had met somebody, and I had bought a bus ticket and packed my bags and got on the Greyhound and came to California.
Wow.
And I was living in San Francisco for the first time.
Yeah.
You know? And in San Francisco, like I said, I was looking for employment and everything like that. And like I said, first thing on applications, are you a convicted felon? Have you been to prison? You know, and like.
Now, how did you handle that?
It wasn't going well. You know, fortunately, the person that I was dealing with was helping me by paying my rent and everything like that, you know. And I was like, you know, I never wanted to be a person that's a burden on somebody. So I was reading the paper, and there was an ad in the paper. It says, are you free to travel? Earning anywhere from $500 to $1,000 a week. And I was like, I said, I'm gonna go try it. So I went to Oakland. It was on Broadway Street, you know what I'm saying, at the hotel there. And I met a guy, his name was Oscar Tannenbaum. And then he worked for a man named Nathan T. Edwards. It's a black man out of Harvey, Illinois, where he used to give people opportunities. Like a lot of the people that he hired were in from the streets, you know what I'm saying? And what he did, he gave them an opportunity to do that. So basically, he says, do you want the job? Didn't ask me nothing about my past or anything like. I was like, yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? So I started knocking on doors, you know, and selling a cleaner called Advantage, you know, and that's how it started, you know. The blessings start coming when I guess Mr. Edwards took an interest in me. Like I said, you know, as a black man out of Chicago, out of Harvey, Illinois, he took an interest in me, and he told Mr. Tannenbaum, he says, I want him right here. He's coming with me to the main crew, because I was on a Spur, which was like the sister company. But he said, I want him on the main crew. So he put me on the main crew. I was knocking on doors. And he just started grooming me and grooming me and grooming me. He sent me to school, the Dale Carnegie Motivational Speaking School. You know, I graduated that. Then at one time, there's a Mr. Cooper, like he would get in me because I would say almost like a bully around there. You know what I'm saying? I fight everybody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I was a person that if you just start running your mouth, I can't take it. I need to shut your face. You know what I'm saying? Because you're talking to me. So he would punish me by making me chauffeur him around in his limo and stuff like that. And we was in Carson, California, and I used to chauffeur him and take him places and stuff like that. Yeah. And then both of them men took interest in me, put me through school, and then all of a sudden they made me the general manager of the company. And I started motivating salespeople, training salespeople, teaching them, and they put me through school. And that's basically how I got into the business world of life. And it was basically, I was given that opportunity.
Well, pause. Let me ask you this. You get this training to motivate and inspire to get the best out of people. Even though a lot of us get that training, it still don't give us it don't inspire us to bring it to the people. What was it in you, and who did you get that from, where you still had love for the people, where you said, you know what I learned, I want to pass on to other people?
Well, you know what, to be honest, it took a transition of it. Because like I said, I was getting all this information, all this positive energy, but I was still in the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, right.
I would sell.
So you in that mindset, right?
Right. You know, a man's ass can't fit in two saddles, but I was trying to ride both of them. I was in the streets, like at days. I was a salesperson. I was yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, happy days. Then after that, I became a goon. You know what I'm saying? And so in the night, I was in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And I'm packing. I'm carrying you know, I had a 25 to the hip and a 9 to the side. You know what I'm saying? I was, you know, and like I said, I was in corporate world. I was in the corporate world. You know, but
right.
What it ended up happening was,
mindset, right?
You know, I end up getting into some more trouble, and you know, that right there caused me to get another strike. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
Well, you had to get it right now.
yeah, so Mr. Edwards, you know, he would do anything for me and still to this day will. And he told me,
Wow.
he's like, you know, I can't help you this time. You gotta get it right. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And I end up catching another case, and this was my second strike. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So this time, everything that I did was violent. You know what I'm saying? I was, you know, it was violence. You know what I'm saying? I was,
Right.
like I said, you know, as a kid getting bullied, then all of a sudden I became that bully.
Mm.
You know, I switched
Right.
roles. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And basically, I caught my second strike. You know, because you look at it, I'm making a lot of money professionally, but at night I'm making money. So you know, I'm thinking I'm untouchable.
Yeah, right.
I'm just honestly, you know. So I caught my second strike, and this time I was at a like a little level 1, level 2. You know what I'm saying? Which was like Camp Snoopy, in other words. But then I became a shot caller, and I had to make a certain suggestion to try to isolate a situation that happened in which it caused, when you do that, the shot caller gets rolled up, his points go up. So then they sent me to a level 4 yard. You know what I'm saying? So I was in Corcoran. You know what I'm saying? And in Corcoran, you know what I'm saying?
Now, through all we spoke on so far, dude, let me tell you something, bro. This is why I have so much respect for this, bro. That hill we just climbed was steep as shit.
Yes, sir.
Well, when I say it's steep, let me define that. This is where, this is the point where people give up. Hey, dude, hey, I messed up, it's over. Right. That's twice. Hey, man, look, they're just waiting on me to fart, and I'm going back.
Right.
But tell me, because see, now we're finna bring this whole podcast to another side of things. Tell me when the acting and things and other things start moving for you. Because and also, where did and when did, at what age did that start to even want to act or decide you even want to be in entertainment?
To be honest with you, I was in corporate America. I worked for Ford, it was a black-owned company. A black man gave me a job after I got off the pen the second time. You know, so he gave me an opportunity. He said, if you can get a license to sell cars, I'll give you a job. Because his son had already told him about it, and that's Mr. Raymond Dixon. And he told me, if you can get a license, I'll give you an opportunity. I went to the DMV, and the lady was there, and I've always been a salesperson. So I go up to the counter, I just start talking, hey, and she processed my application. But on the application was one question. It said, are you a convicted felon?
Of course.
Here we go again.
God is my witness. I didn't answer the question.
Right.
I just took my paperwork up there, and I just started talking. You know, they processed my application. They gave me a 6 months probationary license. Because like I said, I've never stole anything. It was for violence.
Right.
So they gave me a probationary license, and that's when it started. The transition. What made me do good was when I got out, my son, his name is Leangelo. He was 5 years old. And then my oldest son, Leland Jr., their mother sent him to me. So I have my $200 gate money and my 2 sons. So I had to find a job.
Right.
You know there was no, oh, fuck this system. And they had already put me on high parole status. So I had to do 3 years straight, and they wouldn't let me go home. So it's like the system is built to try to make you fail. Right. And if people fail in stuff when they allow that to be the reason.
Most definitely.
I've been taught never fail, never give up. So like when I got out the second time, I went to Cypress College. I was getting certificates for everything. Certificates for this, certificate. I mean, I just started everything. Man, let me tell you something, man. People don't do shit because they think they can't do it because they let people tell them they can't. Man, I'm a licensed real estate salesman. I have a security guard license. I'm a 2-strike felon with a violent fucking past that has a security guard license, am a real estate salesman license, and sell cars license. So there's nothing nobody can tell me. And like I said, a black man gave me the opportunity and put me up on game.
Yes.
They seen something in me. And that's what I try to do. I see young men that don't have that guidance. And I was guided. Because like I said, I lived a fucked up life, did some fucked up shit.
Yeah, but wait a minute, pause, bro. Bro, we can only teach. And check me, listen to me what I'm saying. Because we both can learn from this. I can only teach what I've experienced.
Yes, sir.
So if I experienced it a certain way, I'm going to teach it a certain way.
Most definitely.
And it may not be the right way.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something to that. I teach, like I said, my son, when I got out the pen,
right,
5 years old, right?
Right.
Right now, he's 24 years old. He's in law enforcement.
Wow.
And they asked him, they said, hey, you know your dad has a record. Because see,
they ain't gonna let that ride.
And he said, yeah, but that's my dad.
Right.
Exactly.
And they said, okay, but they wanted him. They recruited him.
Right.
They wanted him bad. So they said, oh, okay. All right. I said, he said, that's my dad. I got to be there for him. And like I said, I've instilled that into my sons and my children. You know, I'm gonna just brag a little bit.
Go ahead.
I'm a 2-strike felon, right?
Right.
My oldest daughter graduated from Pepperdine with a master's in child psychology and right now runs a damn facility in Chicago, Illinois. She runs it.
Come on.
My other daughter, she's in Arizona. She enrolls kids in college and she does that very well. My third son, he has his own business. He do his own thing. My fourth son, you know what I'm saying, is in law enforcement.
Right.
Okay? My fifth son, he works, got a job, never been in trouble. And my youngest, he's 12 years old. It's my right hand. He is basically the vice president of my company. There's no way you cannot tell young people what to do, where you've been, if they don't hear it from you.
Absolutely.
They gotta hear from the parents, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
Oh,
examples that like yourself, bro, that have been through it.
Yes.
You dig what I'm saying?
But you know what's the bad part about it?
Go ahead.
Society still gets it to where you're messed up because they don't want these kids to know these things. Let me tell you something. I used to go out to, I volunteered my time to go out to, it was called, it's in Chino Hills. And it's like a transition before teenagers either get out of and get a chance to, you know, be, you know, in probation or they're getting ready to catch the chain. And I used to go out there and talk to them young men. And you know what they told me?
That's powerful.
Oh, we can't do this program no more because we're not getting no funding. I'm like, you don't pay me to do this. I do this because I like to do this.
Yes.
But that's the thing about it. They shut it down because they don't want these kids to be taught. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's crazy.
Bruh, you know what?
They don't.
You know what I've understood? You know what? I understand, and I understand how you feel. Don't get me wrong. I very much understand. What we have to understand is that in this corporate world, dealing with the people we're dealing with, which has nothing to do with color, it has to do with money and rank and status.
Sure.
Bro, they're gonna put money into whatever sells. They could care if it's smart, it's stupid, if it's completely ignorant or ignoramus sense.
Right.
if you dig what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
It sells. That all that matters to them. And see, a lot of us will think and blame and say, well, no, man, they just don't want us to know. No, we sit back and we'll speak on some things. We speak on skinny jeans and all that, but we buy them.
Right, right.
You understand what I'm saying? As long as people are entertaining it, don't nobody want to hear that. People gonna continue to invest their money to make more money.
But
you understand what I'm saying? It's our job to be parents, just protect ours and protect those we know.
And that's what I do, you know what I'm saying? And just like you asked me how I got into the entertainment business.
Right.
Put it this way. My kids, my sons, that the ones in law enforcement, he was the first one. I actually put him into it. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a good looking kid and everything like that. And I was like, you know what? And it's like everything's a learning process here.
Most definitely.
They tell me, oh, you got to pay X amount of dollars to get him into this. I was like, okay, I paid it, got him into it. You know what I'm saying? And then what happened was I went up to a photo shoot with him. You know what I'm saying? I was working. Like I said, I got off the job and I took him up to a photo shoot. And you asked me how I got into the entertainment business. My first headshot that I ever took, the guy, my son's agent, said, can I get a picture of you? I want to use this. And this is actually what I had on my first headshot.
Wow.
The first movie was Janky Promoters.
Man, wait a minute. Wait. Oh.
Wow.
God is good.
Yes, all the time.
And see, that's why I said hold up, because see, sometimes they move so fast, it's kind of like a Magic Johnson pass. You don't even see it. It's like, man, what just happened?
That's what I'm saying. He said he
wait a minute.
His son.
You went for your son and it just bounced off on you too?
Yeah.
So wait a minute. What happens when they say, look, we want you to come audition for, you know what I'm saying, for Janky Promoters? Or how did that go, man? You got to give me that, man. I got to feel that with you, bro.
Yeah.
Well, I actually went in and I auditioned. And at first, I was going to end up doing background in it. Because, it was background role. But then the game was supposed to have got into the movie. He was supposed to actually be in the movie, the game.
Okay.
Okay.
So they end up getting Jeezy. In the game, all his entourage went with him, so they had to create one, and that's how, it was the luck of the draw, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how I got in there, and I became one of Jeezy's boys and stuff like that, so that's
how did that shit feel, man?
Just for the action, like, how did that feel?
How did that shit feel, man?
Goodness.
And you go on the set, and and you know the cold thing about it, man, you don't want me to say nothing, bro. Now you just want me to stay out there, but I mean it's cool, man. But goddamn,
but it's still a point.
You don't want me to cough or nothing.
Yeah.
Let me do something, dog. Do the roll of blood and stuff.
What?
How did this shit feel, man?
I'm just like I said, I'll be overwhelmed, but I always believe whatever I put my mind to, I can achieve. Whatever the mind can believe, it can achieve. And I just think once I'm given something and I'm given an opportunity, just give me an opportunity. I'll show you what I can do. And that's
exactly.
Doors were open, opportunities were coming. I was taking advantage of all those opportunities given me.
Well, let me ask you this.
Wow.
Because I see Janky Promoters. Tell me, nigga, you on this live your life with T.I., man, say, bro, look here, man, you with the king of the South, we out here in the South. Bro, what the hell happened? How you got on that? I mean, dude, you getting on some of the hottest underground movies.
Yes.
Really hip-hop heads really look at.
Right.
Tell me what the hell going on? You got a plug or what?
I guess I looked the part, you know what I'm saying? I guess I looked like that part, you know what I'm saying? Because mainly what I play bad guys in movie and thugs and stuff.
Okay.
So like I worked in I was in Kendrick Lamar's video with Rihanna, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I did that. I'm the actual guy that you won't see my face, but I sucked the. You remember in that video where the shark came after him?
Right.
The video. I'm the one with the shark.
Oh man.
Yes.
Now, first, now wait a minute. Let's stop. Let's pause. How do that shit fail? And it's
Hey,
like,
man.
okay, now y'all have me here to do this part. Now you gotta be floating with a goddamn shark.
It wasn't a real shark, but
I mean, like,
you had to play.
I thought you were gonna give me something live. But at least I'm in here. I'm in here.
Right.
I just end up luckily like, say for instance, the game in the Lil Wayne video, Live Your Life.
Yeah.
I'm one of the spirits that walk across the grave. My son.
Come on now, I see that. Come on.
My two sons actually got cast for that, but I went to take them there, and they end up saying, "Hey, can you do this part right here?" So that's how I got in that video. I mean, it's just like I show up the place, and I must look like it. I belong in there, or something. I don't know.
Wow.
You take the glasses off and give them that look, you be like,
yeah.
You
want to talk some shit?
There you go.
That's it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Call me.
Hey. Yeah. This the real shit. Yeah.
We're going to talk some nigga shit. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Goddamn right.
That's it.
See,
right
a lot
there.
of people just don't understand. Sometimes you got to be able to switch up on a motherfucker. You understand?
Wow. Yeah. Like that.
But then you got to go back.
Exactly. Exactly.
Hey, going crazy, dog.
That's right.
I say I'm a chameleon.
You are, bro. You are, bro. Let me ask you this. When you go out there and they give you these parts for these movies, right? Tell me what's easier for you. Is it easy becoming the character they want you to be, or you being a character that's similar to you?
Right.
Similar to me.
Mm-hmm. It's already in you.
That's why, like I said, I get a lot of, it's like, until it's like being typecast. So I'm typecast. But eventually I can come out of that typecast. You know what I'm saying? Because I have, like I've been in a movie where I played a person in jail that, killed the parents of somebody that killed my son. I was a father that killed my son, and I ended up killing the whole family and went to prison and everything, killed some people. It's like they always cast me for those roles like that. I've only been in one picture where I actually played like a high school teacher, but at the same time, when I was a high school teacher, I was throwing kids out of them high school. I don't know.
But man, what the process like, bro? Bro, they give you and say, look, we want you to do this here. We want you to do some Steven Seagal shit. But hey, man, we got about 2 hours worth of lines we need you to remember, and we need you to do this and do that. What is your process then when you get the script, you go to the crib, or you do it with your wife, you meditate in the bathroom, you look at the mirror? How you go about this? What's the process?
It's like I get the script, and sometimes I'll record myself, or I'll record the other lines, and then I'll listen and deliver it that way. It's different ways I'll do it. It really depends on what the script is and everything like that, as far as process. And a lot of times my wife now, she'll run the lines with me, or sometimes I even have my kids run the lines with me. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So it's like, and I think that's part of the thing. I involve my family in a lot of stuff that I do.
Right.
And they help me, because I know I'm doing it for them, not just me.
That's
absolutely,
right.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Bro, I notice you speak a lot about your family, and I salute the Queen, because I know she's a big part of this and a big part of this success. I want to salute her.
She's my motherfucker. She's my heartbeat, man.
Absolutely.
Big shouts out to Queen.
Absolutely.
Man.
Big part on the ride.
She's watching right now. She's watching.
Hi, Queen.
Hey, Queen.
I mean, she drives me as well.
Well, bro,
That's what's
how
up.
do y'all balance relationship, kids,
Right.
career, movies,
Wow, that's a good
music,
question.
radio?
Oh, I have so much going
Oh
on.
man. You know what? I'd say that's a tough question because I think I do all this stuff to show my family. You know, I mean, it's like you look at a person that, like I said, where I come from, you know what I'm saying, and how many times you done fell, but always came up. So you want to just continuously to strive to be better in anything and everything. So it's like, if something comes on to me, I got to be good at it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know, you say with the radio. How I got into radio, to be honest with you, is when I was in the car business for 7 years. All of a sudden, you remember when the car businesses start closing?
Right.
So then I had
Especially in Detroit and places like that, yeah.
And and what I ended up doing, I went to the real estate market, and of course, it crashed.
Oh,
So
okay. Wow.
I said I got to go back to school or something like that. So I went back to school, and I actually was going in for TV and broadcasting. And the guy at the school said, "No, you got a radio voice. You got a radio personality," and that's how I got into the radio. So I ended up changing my thing to radio personality, and that's how I became, you know what I'm saying? And I got that degree, and then all of a sudden, you know, I had some friends that were in the sales business of selling soap and everything, and they was rappers and stuff like that. So I took, like, if you go on, say, YouTube, Street Notes Records, that's what my company was at first. And and I actually, I put it this way, I do videos, I direct, I produce, you know what I'm saying?
Well, hell, you act, so you know, right? Multi.
Yes,
multi. Call them lids, wear many hats.
Yeah.
You did?
You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, a lot of the things I do is for people that I like. I just like seeing young people do things. And like I said, a lot of the people that I worked with were like Guns and Ammo. They out of Chicago, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, he's from New York. You know, I mean, all these different people, and I was like, man, come on, let's do this, let's do it. Hey, let's do this, you know. And I actually got connected with Universal Music Group, so I have a record label. And at one time, I had 5 artists signed to my label. You know,
wait a minute, Bow. We go to school. Wait a minute, Bow. You go to school, get this degree, do the radio, and then you jump off into a whole CEO. Dude, bro, what made you and Queen even think of stopping and even taking the time to even say, hey, we are going to stop, do the CEO thing and help people? When you on the rise.
That's why I changed it to On the Rise Entertainment, because it was those records.
Come on now.
And I said, I got to get my mind out them streets. So I got rid of the name Street Notes Records, and I made it On the Rise Entertainment.
Wow. Come on now, On the Rise.
And that's how I feel. I just feel like, you know, right now, I'm just on the rise, you know, and I'm going to keep going and keep going and keep going, you know. I'm going to keep going like the Energizer Bunny.
That's right.
Like, you know, the thing that I'm thankful for, that I'm still here. I'll be 60 in 4 months.
Really? Wow.
So, you know, I'm just like, man.
That's a blessing.
I think that's what makes me age gracefully.
Hey, man, wait a minute now. I say, look, we ain't going to stop there, because, see, the Lord blessing don't stop there. You getting all these movies. You go get this degree, broadcasting, radio.
A lot of degrees.
You going to flip that, double that.
Yeah.
You say, look, we going to do the CEO thing. But the cold thing about it, it ain't no different than the acting thing, and people just picking you out the crowd, and you just being there and just getting the opportunity. You get out here in the music, you get a plug with some of Lazy Bone people. And get a scenery of that, and then get a distributor thing with the Universal. Give us the storyline on that, man. Come on, bro. Well, it's too real up in here.
I'm just hearing blessing on top of blessing.
It's too real in here.
Wait a minute.
You and Queen been blessed. Come on with it.
I'm a big fan of Bone Thugs and Harmony. I'm from Ohio. You know,
Word.
you know.
Come on, word.
You know, it was a
What
pleasure
up,
to
Jay?
meet him. And you know, I met him at the studio and stuff like that. And my son met him and everything. And you know, I mean, down earth, straight up. You know, and sometimes a lot of people think that some of these entertainers, which they are. I've met some entertainers that really are like, ooh, I want to fuck with you.
Right.
But then you got those ones that are just real. And he was real. You know what I'm saying? Basically put me up on everything, told me what it's got to be. You know what I'm saying? And I basically, I followed it. You know what I'm saying? I'm never too old to learn. You know what I'm saying? And it don't matter how old that person is, it's giving the message. I'm going to take it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to use it. And the thing about it, like I said, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a blessing, man. You know what I'm saying? And why I say that, I survived 2 strokes.
Really?
And I'm still here. And I'm still able to think and function. You know what I'm saying? Because at one time, I couldn't even open up a door because I'd forgot everything. I didn't even know how to open doors or windows. And I had to be schooled up. But the thing is, it's the blessing. God said, I'm not done with you yet. I'm not done with you. We got another line to go. We got some more to do. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing about it, we need to get these people to understand you can do anything you want. And I'm telling that to young people all the time. You are able. Do not allow people to tell you because you had some downfall in your life that you'll never be nothing in life. I refuse to let somebody tell me that.
But hey, OG, I got a question though for the young people.
Come on.
See, that's easy to say when you've been successful walking through the fire. You understand? You maybe had something to inspire you. What inspired you? Because I have nothing that inspires me.
Come on.
To even live, better yet than be successful.
Exactly. Did you have the support?
Because a lot of these young people don't have the support. What keynotes can you give them, Shaggy? That baby, you've done that, made you, hey man, you know what? It's okay. That's life, and I could get through this.
Right.
I just made this step, and I got comfortable.
It might sound easy, but it's not easy because on that journey, I brought people that I like. Come on, let's go. And I'm not gonna put no names out there because that's one thing I don't do. But I've brought people along with me, and like I was like, you know what? Hey, you come with me. I put it this way. I gave people positions in my company that didn't put nothing into my company because I want to see them do good and do good. Because I always had a thing, doing good and getting better. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I believe. And I believe that sharing is caring. You know what I'm saying? So
it is, bro. But see, you know what I've learned, bro? The thing about it is this. A lot of it is timing. Our timing is not God's timing. And when he decides to bless, it's going to be overflow so much you ain't going to be able to handle it.
What?
You dig what I'm saying? That's the only reason why we may feel the way we feel. That's only because God is taking his time because he has his own timetable.
Yes, he does.
I mean, you dig?
And the thing about it, like you said, God has his own timetable. You know, I used to go to Bible study school in Xenia, Ohio with my grandmother. And she was, and I was in the choir. I was a church kid. You know what I'm saying? And she was teaching me and she was teaching me and telling me, but I was not seeing it. I was not seeing it. My eyes just woken up. They finally woke up.
Right.
That's all, you know. And it took a long time for me to wake up and understand that I'm given a blessing. I just got to learn to find out where I'm supposed to be in life in order to get that blessing to start manifesting into something that is going on now. And be honest with you, everything, the blessings have came within the last 3 years. It's unreal. You know it's unreal. Like I said, for somebody that started out in 2002 with $200.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. And look where it's at now, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, let me ask you this. You know, bro, when we go to different stages in this music, You know, we learn different things from different people. We also learn from our mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really the best teacher, because everybody have their own way to success.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Individually.
Thanks.
Tell me or tell me a lesson that you learned, or maybe a lesson that someone learned from the game that's in the game told you that kind of helped you, you know what I'm saying, on your way up.
Honestly, what helped me was that day when my son, that's now in law enforcement, come to see me catch that last chain. He was touching on that screen. Dad,
Right.
Dad. And he's like 3 years old. Dad, I couldn't touch you. I'm sorry.
No, you are right.
Wow.
And that made me, it really did, you know, it got me to understand that they need their dad. They need that male, that role model. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it don't have, put it this way, I say I have 6 kids, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
One kid, I came in his life when he was 3 years old. He's my stepson, but he's my son.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And the thing is, like I said, his father, I do know,
And,
put him to side. You know, and that's what happens to some kids. You know what I'm saying? The adults that's supposed to be there for them and support them are not there. So then I couldn't do that to my son. I needed to be there. And I did. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it wasn't an easy transition because, like I said, I still went in and still was doing shit that I shouldn't be. But when they put more time on me and then said, I'm looking at maybe 3 strikes, I had to wake up. I had to wake up.
When does the decision come when you and Queen say, look, let's do On the Rise, Street Notes, hey, we finna take it up a level. You dig what I'm saying? I mean, we finna go all out with it.
How you did it?
You know, what has made this transition to the Rise is having somebody that believes in the Rise with you. Back 110%. Like I said, I've been married before, but I've never been married to a queen that's got me 110%. That I was supporting everybody else's rise.
Right.
So the thing is, she supports my rise, so I support her rise, and we do it as a team. That's why also she told me about her dream. Her dream was to have them hot dogs and them tacos. So we also do that now. We're actually getting ready. We just got our food handler's license. And then she basically just took the notary. She rises, I rise. I mean, we complement each other because, you know, that's the thing about it. In a relationship, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've been through relationships and marriages. I've never been in nothing where everybody's complimenting each other and they're in the corner 110. Man, do you know what it is to have somebody that finally got your back?
Right. Acknowledge.
Understands your dreams.
I never had nobody had my back because I've always had my own.
Right.
You understand? She
Yeah.
got my back.
But now let me ask you this. Well, let's put it to this one question test then. Check this out. I've got a good one for you. How do you weigh out the yeses and nos then? Because you may be saying yeah on a certain idea, and she say, "Oh, baby, I don't know." I don't think so.
One thing, when we got into this relationship, we promised each other that we wouldn't go to bed mad at each other.
Oh
wow!
And we'd talk about everything. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we do. She's my best friend.
Oh, okay.
That's important.
That settles it.
Yes.
That settles it.
Very important.
She's laughing right now.
I know. I just looked at her comment.
That's Queen.
I just looked at her comment.
We speaking only,
yeah.
Queen. Let me ask you this. Stage plays or television? Which one would you rather?
I like doing stage plays. I've done stage plays too.
Absolutely.
You know,
absolutely.
So
and what's the difference in that preparation?
Right.
How'd you find that out?
Hey man, come on, man. Look, bro, I ain't the laws, but look here, bro. Hey, I'm the goon with the spoon. I'm cooking tonight.
Exactly.
We ain't even got to the good part because see, that's my last question before we get to my part. Talk that shit. We're gonna really get down to it.
Yeah.
I actually got into stage plays, believe it or not, by a black man named Donald B. Welch.
Wow.
He cast me in his plays. You know what I mean? He's right now he got plays going on. Look him up, Donald B. Welch. And he's the one that got me into the stage play. You know, when I was young, I did do drama class and everything, but like I said, life went a different route, so I never pursued it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like the door opened up to something I did like as a kid, and that would come to fruition.
Wow.
Well, let's put the nail in the coffin like this before we get to the segment and talk that shit.
Yeah.
Tupac did Juice, played Bishop. And sometimes we get in the character form where people love what we're doing. They love that character. And sometimes we can't get out of character.
Come on.
Tell me, how do you balance that from, hey, you know, acting in the character form and being yourself?
I'm tripping off of these questions because I played Suge Knight in the stage play.
Right. Death Row Chronicles. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on, bro.
Where you get your information from? A lot of people don't know that.
Yes, bro. Hey, my car right on the side of you, bro. I'm chauffeuring. Come on with it, bro. Come on.
You know, I guess it's because I've been in that life, and I can relate to the character, and I understand the character, so I'm able to bring that to life.
Right.
Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah.
I think that's more or less what it is. I'm able to do something like that because I've lived it. You know what I'm saying? And the thing, like some people like say that's, and this is true, like some actors, like say if they want to play a homeless character, they actually become a homeless character.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To become ready for that part. Sometimes you got to actually be in that part to understand that part. And I've lived that. So basically, I understand the part.
Right. Okay.
So was it easy for you then? I mean, since you understood the part, was it easy for you to learn all that?
It was learned. I was good at being a bad guy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And being mean.
Right.
Okay.
It's like it's like I'm not a bad guy and I'm not a mean guy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's like there's an on and an off switch. Like everything has an on and off switch. You know what I'm saying? You know, basically I'm able to turn it on and turn it off.
Yeah, that's that acting talk right there. Hey, but like you say, everybody do have their point. Like, yeah. So really, everybody actors, if that's the case.
Hey man, look, we gonna do it like this here. It's time to get down into the trenches because we gonna talk our shit. Cause see, I know you're a hip hop head. You love music. You listen to a lot of music. Big up and love to you, man, because you play a lot of underground people shit. You know, before they come out. So we want to give you love on that. But right now.
Talk that what?
Talk that shit.
Talk that stuff.
Man, you gotta give me your top 5 right quick. Top 5 rappers, bro.
Top 5 rappers?
Top 5.
Oh.
Top to bottom. They ain't gotta be in order.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Lately, put it this way.
Come on with it. Come on with it. I hear you. Come on.
I went to the Mount Westmore thing. And like I said, Snoop, Ice Cube, Mac 10, all that, and then you know what I'm saying, it's like Nipsey. I mean, it's like they talking stuff that I understand. Like,
right.
don't get me wrong, the rappers and what they do is good, you know, but I'm gonna be honest with you, that street knowledge, I got a lot of it from listening to NAA, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
of course.
Listen, that's where I got a lot of lessons from. And see, the thing is, music to me is a lesson. And nowadays, you don't get lessons because everybody wants to talk about bling, 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 money, 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 which, hey, I know that's what, but that's not everything. You know what I'm saying? There's life in the trenches that people need to understand.
Right.
And that's the thing that I look at. I mean, I'm still old school, man. I'm still old school. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Ice Cube, NWA, Mac 10, The Game. You know what I'm saying? And you know,
man, see how fine you is. See, that's why I'm saying. That's why I gotta ask this question.
Come on,
man. Look here. Look, you see all the props you giving the NWA. So look, you doing Straight Outta Compton, Bodyguard for the lynch mob, dude. Tell me you didn't get on Extra Swole out there when you knew you was gonna be in the movie Straight Outta Compton.
Hey,
oh my goodness, yes.
Hey, I wanted to get more tattoos. I wanted to get more tattoos.
Hell yeah. Hey, I want that too.
Like I said,
I want that to fun up.
And then I got the opportunity. You might have heard of the NWA, the Chronicles.
Yeah.
I was in that too.
Yeah.
You know and I mean, it's just everything. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Yeah.
I've been in it.
Well, let me ask you.
I can relate.
Before he start another Talk Your Mess question, how do you stay humble though through all the blessings that you have received? Because that's blessings. So how do you stay humble?
I stay humble because that's part of the blessings that you gotta understand. You gotta respect your blessings, and you gotta be humble. See, most people, they get to the point where they think they so big that they better than other people. I'll never think I'm better than another person. And that's what some people, like I said, I've met some people that, you know, in the entertainment business that, you know, where I've seen them just disrespect people, and I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's like, man. I mean, the way they talk to people, like, I'm like, man, that's crazy. Why you?
Now wait a minute, bro. What? No, and
I didn't mean to cut you off.
I don't want to get off topic, but
no, I didn't mean to.
Bro, what that's like? Is that like it? Because you kind of speaking like that's kind of like the rap game. What is it like going to these auditions and everybody is trying to get this role on a movie? What is it like? Battle rap and people looking crazy at each other, and people just real competitive?
Yeah, and you know, it's like me.
I mean, what's the climate like?
Hey, you know what it is? It's like a lot of people like me. I don't go around. How you say it? I'm gonna use somebody's name as a reference to what I've done.
Okay.
A lot of people do that. They drop a name, and they might not even be really connected with that person. And it's dropping. You know what I'm saying? Where they think that they all this and all that. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I'd be like, I'm not like that. I'm just a regular old guy. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad that some people think, oh, because I was in this picture and I done this or I made this much money, you're not even by me. You're beneath me. I'm not that way. You know what I'm saying? God don't like ugly.
And that's where the humbleness comes in. That's where the humbleness comes in. Exactly. Even though you didn't still did all that, you still like, no, I'm still me. I'm still who I am. Yeah.
I'm
a country boy. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. No, sir. No, sir.
Hold this out. Yeah. I'm gonna need a good shot for this question here. Check this out, bro. This is a very important question right here.
What you got, baby?
Bro, we go to these auditions, and sometimes people pick us, and sometimes we get picked, and maybe we're not successful. Because see, we always speak on, as I speak on all my interviews, we always speak on our high peak points. Yeah, make that a good double shot. We speak on our high points, but we don't speak on the challenges that we have to deal with. Now, tell me, as you said, attitude, maintaining, you know, a stable mind is very important.
Right.
So tell me, how do you go about when it comes to reaction? Is if you done a role and a person maybe said, no, I don't like how you did that.
Or has that ever happened?
Or has that even ever happened? And how do you deal with it to continue on? Because I know people that, hey, it could happen one time, bro, and they done. Right. Okay, I ain't got it. But
I just keep going. I just keep going. You know what I'm saying? One door closes, another one's gonna open. Like I said, you know, if you look at my resume on my IMDb, I've done a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And
oh yeah.
Like I said, and there's a lot of stuff that I haven't done.
Right.
Right. Wow.
I just keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you know, mine will come or it won't come. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still gonna be me.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna be me.
Let's get on back to the music. Tell me right now. Let's talk that shit. I jumped in the car with you, Shogun. Now, hey man, I'm talking about on what Shogun listen to. What the Shogun got in the deck right now in the car? What we jamming right now?
My radio station.
There you go.
I gotta know.
That's all I listen to.
I gotta know.
He say his radio station.
My radio station, On the Rise Radio. That's the
Hey man, tap in if you don't know, man. On the Rise Radio, man, they giving you the best in music. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Hey man, now back to your continuous schedule. You did. Hey man, look here. Tell me, and I need you to be honest, man. See, this is a little different on Talk That Shit, because you are acting and everything. We used to have hip-hop artists and shit, so we're going to go a little different. Tell me, and you ain't got to tell me what role, what movie, or none of that type of stuff. Right. Tell me what the experience, like the worst part that you had to do that you even think to this day. You say, man, you know what? I hate this shit. I shouldn't have even never done that.
The RuPaul Drag Race.
Wait, what? What did you do on RuPaul's show? Wait.
Hey, bro.
I watched RuPaul. Wait a minute. Let me see if I've seen one of those episodes. Like, wait a minute.
The episode,
get the money.
The episode was called the MILF episode. Is Men I Like to Fuck. Episode.
Oh
no! And what it is,
I see that one.
The competition was they had to take a man's man and turn him into a drag queen.
Okay. Wait a minute! No, who was your partner?
It was, I can't remember his name. You know what I'm saying? But he's from like Florida or something like that.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Because I think I did see that. Oh my goodness, no. Oh my goodness. I think I seen that. Oh, for
real.
He said, let's do it.
Claude, that makes sense.
But I think I seen that. I watched RuPaul. What you mean? Don't be hating on RuPaul. I like the show.
Claude,
the money was
good.
Right. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to see. Now you're gonna make me go back and look at it again.
I got another. I still have another question along those lines, bro. Tell me the most hated thing you've learned about this industry that we're in, music or entertainment. What have you seen that you feel like, man, this should just ain't right? This should be.
I'm not gonna sell my soul to be star.
That's major.
Expand on that, bro. Expand on that, bro. Because see, the reason why I say expand is because, as I said on another interview before, when we get into the game, we come in as Shogun. You understand what I'm saying? But when the crowd likes Mohawk, we don't know how to separate Shogun from Mohawk. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like we being two people. And see, them being in two people, that get us in the line of fire to where we losing a lot of us now.
Right.
And because a lot of us not even being ourselves. And some of us that are being ourselves, we doing a little extra.
Right.
So my thing is, looking at that, let me change that question. Looking at that, tell me what advice and what do you see when you look at the world of hip hop right now, and maybe what can we do as OGs to kind of better that for each other, give them understanding that life is worth living. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not all about being tough all the time.
Right. You know, I think what we got to understand is we already have a struggle outside of what we do.
Right.
And for us to be fighting with each other, we should be supporting each other and, you know, setting each other up to win. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And like I said, I'm glad I was taught that from two black men that took an interest in me, a kid, and basically showed me how to, you know, you can get anything you want in the world. Just gotta be straight. Don't bullshit. You know, you can't, you know, don't take shit for granted. You know what I'm saying? Keep it straight, keep it 100, keep it real. And that's what I think that a lot of people, they sell their self for material things. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, like I said, I'm not going to sell myself to have the material things. Because like I said, if I can't earn what I want, then I'm not going to sell my soul to get what I want. And I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Straight up. That's just, and I think that's what some of the people think, that you got to do that, but you don't. You know, like I said, you know, a lot of people are being independent. And I salute those people who are doing independent and not wanting to sell their soul.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it is. Because you already know there's artists that motherfuckers still don't make money from their records. Because they'll tell you, oh, here's an advance of $500,000. Go buy you some clothes, buy you a car. But guess what? They still had to pay that $500,000 back. And then they might sit their stuff on the shelf. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a lot of shit that goes on in the game. Some people sell themselves because they want something financially or physically. I mean, I'm not gonna do it. You know, I won't sell myself. There's no price on me.
You know, it's funny you say that, you know, because this is a game of pricing. You dig what I'm saying? And you know, you have people in the game that, you know, it's not that they're, you know, they're ignorant to what's going on. It's that, hey, I never had nothing. You know what I mean? And for somebody to finally give me a chance, or just give me an opportunity to even look at me, you know what I'm saying? You know, I took it. You dig what I'm saying? So a lot of times it be, you know, pure innocent, you know, just making, you know, just simple mistakes. You dig what I'm saying? Just thinking too fast. Yeah. My thing is this, and my last, I have two more questions. And one of them is, tell me, how do you feel about the OG youngster stigma, where youngsters feel like, well, hey, we on top now. We don't need the OGs, and OGs are looking at things like, hey, I have status. You should be coming to me hollering at me. How, tell me your opinion on that. You know, and not even taking sides, just your opinion.
My opinion is that, like I said, if they got something good to tell me and bring to me, then I'm open to listen. I'm open to listen, but the thing about it, when you think that you're right about everything, it's not going to work. Because, see, that's what some people do. They think it's my way or no way, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I don't believe that, you know what I'm saying? You know, we can work together and conquer more than working on a separate path, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's what most people, they got this attitude like, I don't need you. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like I said, that's why I stay in my kids' life, because I don't want them to get that type of attitude that these kids got nowadays. And I talk to my kids every day, all 6 of them, and they have their own life, married with kids.
Yeah.
I communicate with them 24/7 all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want them to get that stigma that, you know, they ain't got to listen. You know what I'm saying? Listening is part of it, will be half the battle won with some of these kids. Some of them just refuse to listen to us.
Right.
That's facts. Yeah.
They think they know everything.
That's facts.
Well, bro, I know I done kept you a while, so I don't want to keep you too much longer. But my last question is this, and it's 2 questions in one. I think it's probably the most vital one that can really help the listeners out there that that'll share this and that'll listen to this. In this life, as men, that is, we are taught to walk bold, 10 toes down. Be brave. 2 questions in one. From your experience, from being on the rise, is it all right to be nervous? And do you get nervous?
Man, I get nervous every day in my life. I wake up. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like there's so many obstacles that I have alone as a black man. You know what I'm saying? As a black man, there's more obstacles in front of us every day. And I gotta always think how I move, because somebody will look at me as a threat just because the way I look.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But see, that's why, you see me like this right now. And the thing is that I always tell people, you got to become versatile in this world, in this system. I'll go upstairs. I've been in corporate America, and I'll throw a suit on, and you would not know the difference.
Come on.
I got a pair of glasses is different. I got my uniform for everything I do in life. There's a way you got to move in life.
That's
Sometimes
right.
you might have to sit down and talk to somebody on a corporate level. You understand? And then there's sometimes you just got to keep it 100 with somebody. It's like, check this out, G. You understand? Can't move like that. But then, like I said, other times I'm going to be, yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? See, the best thing about this is I can show you how to get what you want. All you got to do is allow me the opportunity. I change up on you. Million.
You said that. That's right. And you have to nowadays.
Absolutely. I mean, if you plan on being successful, being stubborn is just a steel gate in a closed door.
Exactly.
You dig what I'm saying? Well, bro, we've talked a lot tonight. We've inspired many. We've motivated many people.
Yes.
And my main reason for bringing you on the podcast, brother, when we spoke, you had a certain energy and a story with you, and I wanted to just let you know, a lot of times we go out and we put our full effort out, a whole 120%, just as well as us and our wives, our kids, an effort to try to make the world better, man. And it started off with you, bro. So I want to take the time to let you know how much we appreciate you, bro.
Yes.
I appreciate you, man. I do.
Yes.
Because it's hard to find people that let me tell that story, because like I said, the systems are set up to where we don't want these stories to be told, because guess what? It might change somebody's life.
Come on.
We got to keep them in this we got to keep them boxed in. We can't let them know that it's possible to do these things. Like I said, how am I a 2-strike felon with a security guard license, with a real estate license, with a car license, and the degree in radio broadcasting? There's a lot of brothers that come out on them streets, and the system got them so fucking bamboozled, thinking, oh, you'll never be able to do nothing because you got a felony record. Man, let me tell you something. I'm not a fucking fool. I'm not a dumbass. right now, I got a pardon sitting on the governor's door for a full fucking pardon. You understand?
Wow.
My record is sealed. The only way it opens back up is if I fuck up. And guess what? There's no fucking up. It's going up.
Wow. Yeah, that's the thing. You are the living proof. You are your testimony, and you can tell other people, you know, that to encourage other kids, because that's what it's about nowadays, the kids.
Yes.
And
yes.
you have that testimony to tell these kids, like, you can still do it regardless of what they try to put you under. You can get out that box.
Yeah, and that's why I volunteer a lot of my time. Like, I actually coach in the Snoop League. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I also teach 4th, 5th, and 6th graders. Like, before pandemic hit, I was teaching 4th, 5th, and 6th graders radio broadcasting and teaching them to have their own podcast and everything like that. You know?
Come on now.
And what's that experience like, bro? I mean, just to be,
I love working with
just
kids,
to be in the midst of them kids and see the difference just firsthand. You did?
Man, I love to see kids, and the thing about it, they light up when it's like.
Wow.
There's a lot of parents that have kids. They got to work hard, work 2 and 3 jobs, and they don't have the time to take care of their kids the way they want to because they got to go out there and work and make that money. So there's got to be programs set up to where, like, an after-school program for kids. But the thing about it, we need to do it. People like us. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to send them to these little after-school things with these people that really don't give a damn. They just want to check. You know what I'm saying? They need people like this being out there and showing them. Like, everything I do is strictly volunteer. I didn't get paid for going to talk to these kids in prison. I don't get paid for teaching kids 4th, 5th, and 6th grade radio. I don't get paid for that.
Right.
Would I like to? Yes. But no. Because it's not about the money. It's about the kids.
Right.
The love you have for the kids.
Absolutely.
Wow, that's powerful. Like, whew,
you know, that's why I say, man, you know, I just had to take the time to let you know we appreciate you and your family. Y'all taking the time, devoting your time.
Yes.
You know, taking out also the time to get a game, get a knowledge, you know, that people need to hear. Because a lot of people have the same story, but they want to hear from people that had the same experience. You know, tonight they was able to get that, bro, and I appreciate you coming on the podcast. Bro. You know, it's always love, bro. We fam, so you already know what it is. That's just something I had to bring to the world because, you know, a lot of times, you know, when it comes to this internet, we go by numbers and who all tuned in and how many people were there. And see, we don't understand that it's not about the numbers, it's about the message that's getting out.
Yes.
And that's true, because guess what? If you get one person to hear it, you done did something right.
I was just about to say that. You can't change the world, but if you can touch one person, that's all that matters. Like, I was just about, okay, we on this level right here. I was just about to say the same thing. Wow.
What, man? Salute the queen, man. I hope you the best, bro. Man, whatever you got going, whatever you got coming up,
we
man,
ain't done.
In, bro.
Did you hear what I said? We ain't done.
Yes, sir.
Man, let's get it. You already know,
yes.
bro, man. We got a lot to do, fam, man.
Yes,
God is good, man. And I love the way you brought your story into here.
Yes, sir. Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Love
Big ups to you and the whole team, fam, man.
Yes, the family, everybody.
Already, man.
Thank you. Yes. Likewise.
Tap in with your boy, man. Much love, King.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Y'all be blessed.
You too.
You did.
Most definitely.
Later.
Holla at you, bro.
All right. Peace.
Peace. And we out of here.
Oh my goodness. That was an awesome show tonight, y'all. I hope you guys tuned in. If y'all didn't, go back and look at it, okay? How about that? Okay, give us some love. Come on, like talking about it. We've been doing this stuff. Y'all know. Y'all didn't see our shows. Like, come on, tap in with us, man. Go back and look at our shows. Throw us some hearts up there. Y'all know what it is. Support us.
What's up, everybody?
Give us some love, man. We've been having some awesome interviews, you guys. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Shogun. We appreciate it. Thank you, Queen, for tuning in, watching the show, making your comments. Thank everybody that threw y'all comments in. We most definitely appreciate it, you guys. And yes, sir, we will be back. We like talking about it.
Hey, man, y'all know the recipe, man. 9 o'clock, dog. It's going down like talking.
Yes.
Hey, man, make sure y'all tap in.
Y'all have to excuse me. I had to deal with other issues.
Been having a lot going. Just
so y'all have to excuse me through the show.
Like I say, but you know what? I tell you what we gonna do. Since we jumped down today and today Friday, hey, let's go on and jump down Monday and let's do maybe 2 or 3 next week.
Man, yes. And we need y'all to tap in.
Tap in. Man, hey, it's the holidays, you dig?
Yes, it is that.
Hey, doing nothing. Roll up and let's blow up the spot, you dig? Like talking about it.
Tap in, tap in.
UNK45 in the building. Yeah.
Tap in. Y'all know what it is.
Who it is again? Oh, I'm sorry.
Man,
say it again.
I told y'all Mama Fee got a lot going on tonight. Yeah, I've been distracted and everything, y'all. Y'all seen it. I've been up and down. Y'all look. Hey, if y'all knew my story, y'all be like, hold on, Mama Fee got a lot going on. But I tuned in and I come in with my husband and we make it happen through the blessings, though. Only through the Most High. Now, what you said again, that's ended again, baby. I'm sorry.
Man, my people know what it is. Much love. I love you too, man. Love Mama with Joy. You know what I'm saying? More Davis. Everybody, man. 45, GP, man, the whole team, man. You dig what I'm saying? Much love, respect, and honor to all the kings and queens in the building, like talking about it. So the next time, UNK45.
MamaFee45. Y'all know what it is.
Recipe.
Yeah.
Get it. Chill.